Hi, Louise here. Check out this adorable little table runner. I can't wait to show you how to make this. This is a fabric cut kit. Everything is included. I'm going to show you all about that in a minute. But first, I need to tell you today is the first day of their Black Friday sale. It's lasting for 10 days, and there are more bargains than you can believe. Free prizes, automatic discounts. You need to check it out. The link is below. And with that, I want to show you this kit, because if you want to buy this, you can get it at a discount. Oh my goodness, you don't want to miss it. This is absolutely adorable. I just want you to see, look at this. Oh, it's so cute. We have 4 gnomes and some scattered Christmas trees in there. And the size is 16 inches by 62. And it's wonderful. I love this. And the piecework is awesome. There's some half square triangles, but these are the easy ones. These are pre-cut. There's no difficulty in putting them together. They fit perfectly, and you're going to love how well this all goes together. So let's get started. I want to show you how to make this one. And don't forget, be sure to check the link below. You don't want to miss out on this sale. I have a new fabric hut kit I am so excited about. I love doing holiday table decor. It's quick, it's easy, it's fun, and it just makes a big splash with a short amount of effort. And particularly with the fabric hut kits, everything's included. It's all pre-cut. It's laser cut, so everything is exactly the precise size that we need. And it's so easy. Look at all this. I am going to get started right away, and y'all are going to be so surprised at how quick this goes. Look at that. All the triangles already have the points trimmed off, and we have our pieces that we need, and oh, look at that. So you see our little gnomes. Oh, you can't see him. Let's see. Did I cover the gnomes up? Here we go. So they have the little circles for their nose, and we have a little hat, and oh my gosh, it's adorable. And I love these trees. Look at that. Oh, I think they're so pretty. And it goes together very easily. So here's the pattern, and it has all the information on the back for fabric. So once you make this yourself with the kit, you can continue making them, because I have some ideas that I want to do on my own too. I really like this pattern. There's a lot of fun ideas that I think we can go with here. So essentially, we're just going to get some pieces together and start assembling sub-assembling our bits and pieces that go together to make our little gnome here. And then we're going to put this table runner together before you know it. And it's going to be gorgeous. I can't wait. So let me get started, and I'm going to show you how this all goes together. The beauty of a pre-cut quilt kit is everything is cut exactly to the size you need. It's laser cut, everything is the same size, and it fits perfectly. What's beautiful about the half square triangle is notice how these corners are already trimmed. So they're pre-trimmed. When you sew your block together, you're going to get a nice square. Look at that. You don't get the little pieces that protrude out on each end. And I found that by taking my 1/4 inch seam exactly on the mark, my block measures precisely 2.5 inches, which is what I need for this pattern. So it went together very easily. You do want to make sure that your seam allowance is right where it needs to be at a 1/4 inch. Do a little bit of trial run. If you don't have your 1/4 inch down perfectly yet, give yourself a couple minutes to practice sewing and keeping on that line. Draw a line if you need to, and if you need to on these, you can certainly do that. Draw the 1/4 line, or get the tape, and there's a multitude of things you can do. But once you get that, this is going to go together beautifully, and I know you can do this. A 1/4 inch seam. Every quilter is going to need to know how to do it. And if you're not doing it yet, this is going to be a great way to learn. So what we do is we put our 2 pieces together, and we sew a 1/4 inch from one end down to the other. Now, you don't necessarily go point to point. You see that right there, right? And we have a point But notice how my seam is just a little bit off that point, because that's where the 1/4 inch is. If you go all the way in, then that's going to make your half square triangle a bit too small. So make sure you stick with your 1/4 inch seam allowance. Oh, and look at how beautiful they are. And then what you're going to do is come back and press them. Now, the instructions do say to press them open, which is probably a great idea to do it, but I'm old school and I just get used to doing them all to the dark side. And so that's a preference for you. And a way for you to figure out what works is follow the directions precisely and see how that works for you. And then you can try other methods too. So let me show you how my first tree went together. And what you do is we're taking pieces that we've pre-sewn and everything is chain stitched together. So the top row are 2 half square triangles. You can see right here. This is my half square triangle, and that goes here, and then this one goes there. And so we sew those together, but we want our tree to get wider as we go down. And you can see that there are pieces inserted here. Let me see if I can get all this on the screen. And we even get down here to where the trunk is. All right, so we've got a little topsy-turvy, kind of a Grinch Christmas tree. Just for now, though. When you sew it, it'll be nice and straight. But see how wonderful this just all goes together beautifully? And you've got the easy points there to do your corners. It all goes together really well. And of course, we have our trunks. And again, these pieces are all pre-cut. They're ready to be sewn together, and you're going to be good to go. So we have the big trees, and we have the small trees. Look at this. Isn't that adorable? So it's the same thing. We have a centerpiece inside of your half square triangles, and that's going to create the little trees that go in between the gnomes, just like that. See how that fits in right there? But this is a fun block. Let me show you how this goes together. And you start with the beard and the mustache. And you have rectangles, and all you do is put a little square there and sew from corner to corner. And look at that. You trim it off, and you have your little snowballed corner. When you're not doing a full half square triangle from edge to edge, generally it's called a snowball corner, or this method is called snowball as well. It's just an easy way to get a little bit of an angle here without cutting this into smaller pieces. You can do it all in one fell swoop, which saves you a lot of time. And so we do that here for the mustache, we do that here for the beard. And then we have pre-cut circles, and these are going to go in right here to be our nose. And this is going to be trimmed off right there. And at that point, we're just going to sew around. But you can also use steam-a-seam. You can use fabric adhesive. You can hand sew it on. You can machine stitch it, zigzag it any way you want. But this is a great way to try applique if you haven't done that yet. Now, of course, once we have our mustache and beard, we need to get a cute little hat on our Santa. Oh my goodness, doesn't that come together easily? And again, you get the fabric pieces all pre-cut. You sew one side in, then the other, and look at how wonderful that goes together. And then we put the body together. And this is just a matter of sewing these strips in order to create your buckle. And you'll see we have the little corners here, the snowball corners. And look at this little guy when we get him here. Oh my goodness, how adorable is that? Isn't that so sweet? And this is a wonderful holiday festive table runner. It is just so charming, and it's simple. You can put, other items around to decorate, and there's just such a festive appearance to this table runner that I think everyone will love when they see it. So let me show you how this fits into the pattern as well. So here we have our table runner. Here's one tree that goes right here, and you notice there's a small tree here and then the bigger tree over there. And then what we're going to do is put our little guy right here. And obviously the seam allowance is still here. So we'll need to make sure once we attach everything, this is going to fit nice and snug. But look at that. See how simple that goes together? This is a quick fix. And then there's a bit of an extra border you put all the way around the edges. That way you have a nice, here, let me show you. You have a nice wide margin around the side of your table runner. And add the backing and you are good to go. And I love this. You know, if you run out of backing, you know, I always put extra pieces here and there if I need to widen it, or if I just need an extra piece to put a block in. Remember, it's the backing. And this is a quilt. What do quilters do? We cut fabric apart, sew it back together, and make something beautiful. And this is what I want to show you today. Oh my goodness. I hope that you give this a try. This is such a fun kit. And you can get a deal on this, and you can get some free items from the Fabric Hut. So make sure you click that link down below. It's so fun having you here today. I hope you enjoyed this. You will really enjoy making this table runner. Have a fantastic rest of your day and happy holidays.